Hello, Leo, and welcome to February. The magical world of Pisces takes over this month. It's a month for dreaming our wildest dreams, thinking, creating, collaborating, communicating, as we have most of our planets in water and air, Pisces and Aquarius. It's a time for fantasy, magic, receiving messages from our ancestors, downloads from our dream world through music, having otherworldly experiences and divine inspiration. Past life love can come back into your life, deep compassion, empathy for others, with the desire to take action in changing where we see injustice around us. But we must watch for overindulgence because there is so much Neptunian influence. If something comes to you regarding like art, creativity, music, film, writing ideas, ways to help people suffering in the world, the oceans, the environment, etc., jot them down, as this is no ordinary month, as the veils are thinning between the worlds. And we're getting ready for that next round of eclipse activity, which can be felt weeks in advance, with the lunar eclipse in Virgo on March 13th, and then the solar eclipse portal opening up on March 29th in Aries, which can already start to be felt now. The energy for eclipses starts to happen several weeks before the actual eclipse date, and this will be again in Virgo and Pisces and Aries, Libra, part of your sky. On January 29th, we just had a lovely new moon in Aquarius at 9 degrees, showing no new beginnings unfolding now until August 9th at the Aquarius full moon. That moon was beautifully aspected with a tight trine from Jupiter and Gemini, and it was conjunct Mercury and Pluto in a wide conjunction. But it can be felt the first few days going into February, and remember that this energy, if you're listening later in February, still is in effect for the next 6 months. This happened in your 7th house of serious partners in business or love, contracts. It's a house of the other and one of the most important angles in the chart. The other being your 1st house of self, the 4th house of home, it's the base of our chart, and the 10th house of career. When something happens on an important angle, it can affect all the other angles as well. Your partner can be going through some kind of positive transformation, healing, or gaining a new title in work and career. And that might be the transformation part. It can be a lucrative new position, or they are gaining fame from something that they've been working on. Maybe they and you have had some kind of healing therapy or issues you have worked on behind the scenes, and now you're starting to see a positive new beginning in your relationship. There can be some kind of lucky opportunity, news, or even windfall happening, or benefits that come from being a part of a larger group through friends or networks, as Jupiter is in the 11th, making a trine to this moon, Mercury, and even Pluto, albeit it's a wide trine to Pluto. Mars in the 12th is trining Saturn in the 8th and receiving a sextile from Uranus in the 10th. Uranus rules your partnership house, the 7th. Again, healing family issues or issues with a close partner can be highlighted now. Something can be transforming for the better and can have a knock-on effect to your career house in some way. When we're feeling good at a root level within our family or love partnerships, it kind of affects everything else, right? Another way this can play out is you could be taking knowledge you've been learning behind the scenes, like astrology, for instance, and start a career path now with it. Your hidden houses are activated at this time, and they're all connected. Let me see. Yeah, they're connected to your 7th house. So there could be like a hidden relationship that can be brought out to the public, since the 10th house of public and where we are seen is highlighted as well. It could be a relationship that started or will start out behind the scenes. Again, this energy is unfolding over the next 6 months. Won't be any run-of-the-mill romance. This will be one for the books with Pluto in the mix. But looks positive and transformative nonetheless. An aspect that won't occur, again, all year or even maybe in our lifetime, possibly will be the Venus-Neptune North Node conjunction in Pisces. And this will sextile Pluto, Uranus will be sextiling the conjunction, and Mars and Cancer will be trining in a wide aspect. And this happens on February 1st through the 9th. It can be felt exact on February 1st and the 2nd at 27 and 28 degrees of Pisces in your 8th house of major transformations. We're going to get 2 hits of this conjunction, so don't worry if you're listening to this late in February, because it will happen again. Venus is going retrograde in Aries starting March 2nd, and we'll go back down to Pisces, and we'll have this conjunction happening again on March 28th, again at this anaretic degree, which is a very important degree. There are no hard outer planet aspects at this time. Saturn is in a wide 10-degree conjunction, so really not giving any problems. And Saturn is receiving beneficial energy from Mars and Cancer. Saturn and Mars are considered malefic planets, so when you see them, trining each other, that is a very good energy. And this is happening at the same time of this big conjunction in Pisces, lending power, drive, longevity, stamina to accomplish this 8th house dream or goal around a creative project, maybe that you've been working on behind the scenes, investments that you put a lot of energy into, like research, planning, preparing, and now they can pay out. Reworking your taxes, things like that, in a beneficial way. There can be deep healing on a soul level, maybe through therapy, seeing a psychotherapist, stuff like that can help transform your life and release things that have maybe held you back for a very long time, like subconscious patterning that you would have worked on, addictions with a trusted healer or therapist. If you're partnered, you could be working on your relationship and establishing new powerful levels of soul bonding intimacy with the 7th, 8th, and 12th houses highlighted. But also the 9th house is aspected at this time, which represents a higher mind, expansive thoughts. You could be meeting the love of your life through travel, through higher education. It could be finding a lost love or soulmate from a past life through traveling. And they can appear in some kind of fantastic or like unbelievable way, maybe through like a Neptune venue, like going to the movies, being at a film premiere, a play, traveling overseas, because I say play, you're Leo. Maybe you're traveling over water, like a cruise ship, being near water or places rich in folklore or mythology, islands, waterfalls, spiritual retreats, ancient ruins, etc. In nature we find God and very likely a past life love. You could be also at this time tapping into your intuition and the beauty around you, your wildest dreams without restrictions. Remember I talked about Saturn conjuncting the nodes in Neptune in last month's forecast? You can go back and listen to that January forecast about the conjunction in my video section, and I'll probably link it at the end of this video. But this is the prelude to let the dream flow to you, then begin putting form and structure to it near the conjunction in March and April to be able to see the dream made manifest, because we have this rare magical alignment in the cosmos to bring whatever that dream is for you out from the ethers and into form. And I might add also, if I haven't said this before, that Venus is exalted in Pisces. On February 4th, Jupiter in Gemini goes direct, where you can start to see progress over the next several months around your 11th house areas of friendship networks, large collaborations, groups of people, social events, social, humanitarian and charity groups and galas, celebrities, the internet, anything that can go viral in a positive way, scientific research, AI, big gains and lotto wins fall here. Also, Jupiter rules your 5th house of love, luck, romance, and creativity and children, and is another lucky house for you. It's also the house that you rule, Leo. On February 5th, Venus enters Aries, your 9th lucky house of travel, foreign language, publishing, broadcasting, higher education, higher expansive thought and mind. And Venus will bounce between this house and your 8th house for the next several months. Again, this really could be like love and money. You can meet love while traveling, while working on yourself or transforming, while being involved in photography or film, as Neptune rules film, photography, and the visual arts. And Venus also rules your 3rd of communication, writing, local neighborhood. And Venus also rules your 10th of career, status, and titles. So the connection could be happening in any of these houses. Also, you just could be appearing more popular, more likable, more beautiful at this time as well, especially like while you're, maybe traveling, something like that. On February 12th, the full moon in Leo at 24 degrees will happen in your 1st house of your physical body, everything about you, how you're seen in this world. Okay, Leo, this full moon is a bit tough, as we have the Sun and Mercury in your partnership house, Aquarius, opposing this moon, but also receiving a hard square from Uranus in the 10th. It could be something comes to light in a close partnership with a love partner or a business partner, and it's affecting how you do business, or you're having difficulty in contracts in your work and career house. This is definitely a partnership issue, I see, because the 7th house is so lit up with these planets here, and it's in difficulty. The 7th is also our open enemy, so there's that. There could be ego issues here, headbutting over decisions in your intimate life, or close business rivals. It could have to do with careers. Uranus is in your 10th house. This affects the Leo sun, moon, and rising most from 20 degrees and up. It could also just be, if it's not you, your partner is experiencing this the most, and of course it's going to affect you. The sweet spot that I see for you to focus on that's happening at the same time, and it's kind of the way through this difficult thing going on here, is Venus and Aries in your 9th house is sextiling over to Pluto in your 7th. So if you and a partner can get away, or even if just you can get away, maybe from a partner, you're on the run, and travel, that's a spot to focus on. Even if it's just like a secluded Airbnb for a few nights away, or if you can actually fly somewhere, take that opportunity. The sextile happens in early degrees, affecting you most from like 7 to 8 degrees. It's kind of a wide margin there, but Mars is still in a trine with Saturn here as well, and that's happening from your 12th to your 8th house. So if you can get away with a partner, it would be quite an intimate time, as the 8th and 12th houses are hidden houses, but they also represent deep intimacy and bed pleasures. Maybe a getaway that's secluded and near water, like with a hot tub or a spa. This is definitely like a signature of intimacy, money, sensuality, transformation, a little bit of obsession here with Pluto and Venus, resources as well, because we're seeing the 7th, 8th, and 12th houses lit up. On, let's see, February 23rd, Mars is direct, but not out of shadow until spring, but you can slowly, surely start to gain momentum in your 1st house of physical body, changes you're trying to make, everything about you, in your 12th house of Cancer, faraway shores and doing subconscious behaviors, rest and seclusion, amongst many things that the 12th house rules, but also Mars rules your 9th Aries house and your 4th Scorpio of home and family. So you can slowly start to see progress in those areas and full steam ahead by April, I believe. February 27th, we have the new moon in Pisces at 9 degrees in the 8th house, again highlighting that earlier conjunction that I talked about, so you can go back and listen to that. March 1st through April 12th, Venus retrogrades in Aries and Pisces, not out of shadow until May 16th. If you travel, you can find luck, love, or even money by going to a place you've been to before. Maybe you're reworking or editing a book, a creative project, looking for a publisher. Maybe you're rethinking your belief in religious systems. Maybe you're going back to university to earn more money, reworking your tax documents to bring more money in or to save, reviewing your investments and intimacy matters, for example. Venus only retrogrades every 18 months or so it's quite a significant time, and even more so is she's spending a large chunk of time in Aries and Pisces. And with Pisces, it's so significant because we have the North Node, Saturn, and Neptune here, which is just extraordinary. So I think the Venus retrograde is actually not harmful. She's not a harmful planet. It can just have you focusing more deeply on these 8th and 9th house areas. Venus also rules your 3rd of communication and your 10th of career. So you could also be focusing on these areas as well of communication, local travel, and career as well over the next few months. All right, Leo, that was a mouthful. So we'll see you in March.